Hi everyone, I'm here with Astro Basics. I thought I would start with the signs of the zodiac and kind of go through them and then maybe move on to some of the planets and celestial bodies. So let's start at the beginning of the zodiac with Aries. Aries starts at the beginning of the spring equinox. Well, spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere, fall equinox down in the southern hemisphere. So let's get that straight. So usually around April 20th, April 21st, whenever that happens, is the start of the sign of Aries, and then it goes till about May 20th or 21st, depending on the year. So Aries is the start of the wheel of the zodiac. There are 12 signs. 3 of them are fire signs. Aries is a fire sign. It's also a cardinal sign. So what does that mean? I'm using here, this is the Aries card from the Black Moon astrology cards, which are really great learning tool, I think. Aries, it says I am. So this is the beginning of the zodiac. So I am is about your being. It's not about I have or I feel or I want. It is I am. It is the beginning of the zodiac. So Aries is a fire sign. Fire signs are creative. They're outgoing. They are action oriented. They're often quite passionate, quite fiery in their feelings, but they can also be aggressive, and they sometimes burn out quickly. Somebody had compared, it wasn't me, but so I won't take credit for this, but they compared the 3 fire signs to like Aries is a match, Leo is a fireplace, and Sagittarius is a candle. So this is cardinal fire. Cardinal signs are the start, the beginning of things. They take the lead, they initiate, they begin things but don't always finish them. So that's why I think they compared it to a match. So it's about starting the fire. Now you can start a small fire, you can start a raging fire, but it's all about the beginnings of things. So Aries people tend to be those with Sun in Aries, which is probably, you know, the most common way people think of their astrology is they think of their sun sign, but we'll go through the different planets as well. Aries they take the initiative, they're leaders, they're fun-loving, they're like the child of the zodiac, so they're very fun-loving, they like to be playful, they take risks, sometimes foolish risks. They are the most accident-prone of the zodiac signs. But they're very much the starters of things. And in medieval astrology, they often represented the military or a soldier, so like a warrior, somebody who is ready to go out there and defend things. But they're also kind of hot-tempered and can put up a fight as well. So they are great at starting things, but not always so great at finishing them. They can tend to be hot-tempered, but very passionate, very friendly, very outgoing, very loving, wonderful signs. So, you know, just like any sign, there's positive and they're negative, but they're definitely the beginning of things. They are the initiators of the zodiac. They are the warriors. They're the pioneers. They're the ones who are not afraid to start something new. Now, I'm going to go through, this is the, I always forget the name of this deck. I'll think of it as we go. But it has like the seven classical planets in each of the signs. So we have Sun in Aries as assertion, which is definitely very much a word that goes with Aries. So they definitely assert themselves. Here you have the warrior slaying the dragon. They're not afraid to, you know, put up a fight. They're not afraid to go out there and, you know, assert themselves and slay that dragon in their lives. So very courageous sign. Next, we'll look at Moon in Aries. If I can get to the Moon cards. Don't want to get them out of here. We go. So we have protection. And we have the tiger, and we have the mom with the kids. So very much tiger mom, very, very protective of what's theirs. So if you have Moon in Aries, you're a very protective person. You're somebody who watches over whatever you consider to be yours, whether it's your kids, your pets, your home. You're very, very protective of that. Emotionally, too, you might be very, very volatile. I don't mean that in a negative way, but just like very like, you know, if you're sad, you're sad. And if you're mad, you're mad. And if you're happy, you're happy. And you are definitely not hiding your feelings in any way, shape, or form. All right, let's go to Mercury. Mercury in Aries is restlessness. So there we have Hermes, the god of communication, and travel. And so if you have Mercury in Aries, you may be somebody who is very fond of travel. You are somebody who cannot sit still, who does not stay in the same kind of job. You may not stay in the same kind of relationship, but communication-wise, you were just like, you're very restless, probably quite talkative, and you have lots of different ideas. So sometimes you might feel a little scatterbrained, but you're definitely someone who cannot sit still and doesn't like to be in one place. Next we have Venus in Aries. Venus in Aries shows up as lust. So passionate, that's for sure. So if you have your Venus in Aries, you're very passionate, you know what you want, you're not afraid to ask for it. Definitely, you know, lust may be a factor in your life. Very, very passionate. It's interesting it has the chameleon here, because I don't really think of Venus in Aries as chameleon-like. It is, I think of it as, if Venus was in Aries, she's kind of like a biker chick. She's very strong, very straightforward, knows what she wants, but she also puts her foot down when there's something she doesn't like. So that's Venus in Aries. Next we have Mars. Mars is the planet that rules Aries, so Mars in Aries is very at home there, very energetic. It is assertiveness, or no, I've got impulsiveness. Well, it's also assertive too, but Mars in Aries can be quite impulsive. It can be hot-tempered. It can make the person very much somebody who rushes to conclusions, but also this impulsiveness also works in their favor. They're often quite lucky. They take chances, they take risks that other people wouldn't take, and they're very much leaders. So it's, you know, like every aspect, it's positive and negative. Next we have Jupiter. Jupiter in Aries is enterprise. We have enterprise there. So there's a lot of luck in starting things when you have Jupiter in Aries. So you have good luck with starting businesses, good luck with starting any kind of money-making venture, good luck with just beginning anything. You have that beginner's luck, that magic hand, so to speak, that magic touch of things. You don't always have follow-through, but you do have the good sense to start something. So working on short-term projects is definitely something that would be good for you. And finally, let's look at Saturn. Saturn in Aries is about risk. So Saturn is where we're challenged in our lives. So if you have Saturn in Aries, you may find that some of the risks you take don't always work out. Sometimes they do, but sometimes, just like the guy with the bear here, the risks that you take might be foolish. This is kind of shows us where we're more accident prone. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. We've got a bear, we've got a key. I feel like there's some kind of mystery here. With this bottom picture. But I think, you know, risk is still important, but it's about learning from the risks that didn't work out when you have Saturn in Aries. So it's all about learning from those things and learning from the accidents that have happened or the mishaps that went wrong. So that's kind of give you an idea of what Aries energy is like and how it shows up in different areas of the zodiac wheel. We are not just our sun signs. We also have, you know, we have like moon signs and Mercury signs and Venus signs and all that kind of stuff. So this gives you kind of gives you an idea of Aries energy and how it plays out. Let me know what you think. Are you in Aries? Do you have any of your planets in the sign of Aries? What are your thoughts about Aries? How do you see it? Let me know. Like and subscribe. I will see you all next time.